Hi guys, and welcome back. It is late Saturday night, but I gotta tell you, I just had a very slow start to my day. That was my scissors, guys. Really slow start to my day. I've just been going like crazy, and what I'm doing right now is I've been making a tile floor. And so what I'm doing is I'm finding the ones, I'm using the ball of a crochet hook. And I drew the lines on with a permanent marker. And that was probably a mistake. I'll find out when I paint it. But I'm just feeling to see which lines I've done and which lines I haven't done. And basically, I'm using the ball of this to make, this is foam that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just following the edges like this. Now, is this my idea? Nope. But it is a great idea. I'm sure there's been a lot of people doing this, but how I learned was by watching Ira Bentley. And right now, she's doing a Beetlejuice house. So if you're a Beetlejuice fan, you have got to go over there and check her out, Ira Bentley. And I think she goes by Bentley House Productions. And she's doing, she's already done the Addams Family house. And that was an 11-year project for her. But I actually got to go to Tucson and see that. So that was like, you know, for me going to Disneyland. But anyhow, so I watched her do the ceiling. Now my squares probably aren't 100% straight. But I think they're going to work because they're going to be towels. What am I thinking? Table that goes over it. So basically you get the gist of this. And we just follow along. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this. I'll show you what I started out using. Was this, and it was working okay. This is a clay tool. It was working okay, but as I went a certain direction, you can kind of see where it drug, and it didn't work that great. So anyhow, and I can tell exactly, way down here in the corner, I can tell exactly which ones I've done because they're not indented. So this was a pretty quick and easy way of doing that. Now these tiles are a bit over an inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in and go for an inch from this boo-boo I made. And I think once it's painted, you won't see it. So this is going to be the Tudor style. It's like a terracotta tile floor. So we are moving along, and a lot of you have requested a cardboard house. Again, Ira Bentley did one, but we're going to do one together. So start gathering up your cardboard, and you're going to need several boxes. I think that's good. I believe when I go to paint this, I'm going to see what I missed, if I missed anything. So that's what we're doing. Next up, we're going to paint. Ooh, isn't that a nice fingernails across the chalkboard sound? So guys, I've been on and off with my videos, and I kind of wanted to tell you why. I used to work with children at a recreation center. And when COVID struck, we were furloughed and then closed down. And I got transferred to another department. And I've been there almost 2 years. When last week I was approached that I could have my old job back if I wanted it. Well, y'all know I I jumped at the chance. So I am going back, and it will be a brand new rec center. They're close to building it right now, but there are other things I will be doing for the rec center before I get to the rec center. So that was my big news, was the transfer, and I'm pretty excited about it. I can't tell you how excited. It's just nice to be going back. So I think all of my excitement is over. These are all done. I'm just going to go over them a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm going to come back on the next video and paint this and get the floor in. And then I'm going to finish putting that little room box together, guys. And we're in business. Okay, guys, so here's the almost finished product. It is still wet, as you can see. And then it will go, it's going to slide into the house, but before, or the room, but before I can slide that in and glue it down, I've got to paint the wall. So that's what's going to be next. And this is fawn brown. And you can see the dark lines are still in the tiles. So before I completely finish, I'll go back in there with a darker color and cover that up. And I don't mind if the black kind of bleeds through, because we want it to look not brand new. And I don't know, I may Mod Podge it, just, I don't know yet. I don't know if we're looking at a very pristine Tudor style dining room, or if we're looking at a regular old dirty, dingy Tudor style dining room. So we'll get on that as we go. Now the next thing that's up, like I said, is going to be painting the walls. And like I said, you guys get all your boxes ready, because once this is done, I just got to make little knickknacks for the shelves. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use, like, I don't know if it's going to be knickknacks, because I plan on making guys drinking out of tankards. So that might, it might be those terracotta clay looking jugs with little corks in it, and maybe some cigars or something like that, something very masculine that's going up there. So that's the plan, and this is where we are. Doing pretty good. I have a little fix right there, but I will fill that with glue and then paint over it. It's not going to be a problem. It will not be too much trouble. In fact, I'm kind of hoping that once I get it in the, yeah, it'll be all right. I'll just either spackle it or fill it with paint. I mean, glue, wood glue, and then paint over it. So it's not going to be a problem. And then our table will sit on top. Don't want to put it there yet because it's wet. So I think that's going to look pretty good. Yeah, I think that's going to look pretty good. This is going to be delicate. The floor is not, it doesn't look as hard. It's not as hard as it looks, is what I'm trying to say. It's very, very impressionable, but the paint should give it a little bit of protection, and it's, you know, it's going to sit on the shelf, so no big deal. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this weekend. Next weekend, we have a graduation to go to, so I'm not sure if I'll post. So hang in there with me. The following weekend is Memorial Day weekend, and I'll have 3 days off. So I will definitely post then, and I will try to post ahead. Maybe I can get, if I have enough time between the new job and this, if I can get a video up next week, I will, like, ahead. So anyhow, there we have it, and it's so lightweight. Woo, woo, woo. I can lift a whole entire floor single-handedly. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And Sarah, if you're watching this video, I need you to email me at rkfox1964@gmail.com. All right, guys, have a great rest of your weekend.